Hey, how's it going? So, I'm a huge Tetris fan, right? So, I mean, I collect Tetrises. I feel like every time I find a Tetris, I'm just going to buy it, right? Any cartridge-based Tetris, if it's a standalone Tetris, whatever. But often I'm more of a console gamer guy. So, I mean, most people would know Tetris basically from the NES version of Tetris. You know, from 1989. It's, you know, From Russia with Love. Beautiful box, right? But that's probably what most people think Tetris for the first console outing it is. But there was one right before that, and that was Tetris for the Famicom. And the Famicom was basically the NES. So if you're in the States, you never had a Famicom. You had an NES system, 8-bit Nintendo. But how much different? Because with all the Tetrises that I own, they all control the same. I mean, the later versions have different, like, ways to play it, but it's basically the same. So I eventually got a Famicom Tetris, and you know, I'm looking at the instruction booklet, and you know, I can't understand any of it. It's all in Japanese, right? All right, so I mean, I'm just assuming that it's basically the same Tetris as the Tetris that we all know and love, right? So I get the game converter in, and I'm playing it. And right off the bat, it's different. It's a lot different than you think it is. So, I mean, if you look at graphically, like, I'm more of a fan of the Russian style Tetris, just because aesthetically, I feel like Tetris belongs in kind of a Russian dance thing. So the first thing that I noticed right off the bat is that it doesn't control the same way that every Tetris has ever controlled. Alright, so left and right goes, obviously, left and right. Down rotates, which is the oddest thing, because why would down rotate? Down is kind of like you push it slower down, right? No, down rotates. A does a hard drop. B does nothing, start select, right? It's odd though, because the gameplay, I mean, it's still Tetris, but because the controls weren't finely tuned as it is now, that how we all know Tetris, it actually plays way different. It's as if, like, since I'm a person that has played Tetris forever, it makes your brain think a different way. It's because the controls are so different that you're still playing Tetris the way that your mind does, but now you have to relearn how to play Tetris because of the controls. Now, why is this on Should I Think About? And usually, why am I making these videos every month? I don't fucking know. But Tetris, in a metaphor, is kind of like how life is for me. And, you know, they'll throw you the same shit, and it's how you rotate. It's how you manage your way through life is what really matters, right? And you could say that by changing the way you think, you're still playing the same game, and that is weird. That is shit, I think.